Was how we played. I think it was back-to-back good performance both by the bowling and the batting unit. So I felt that's one of the main reasons we can say we really enjoyed it. And also South Africa is a very good side. They're a fantastic side. So I feel overall one more complete performance.
They quickly assessed what was the right length to bowl, and they didn't give too much room. When it was swinging, they made sure they bowled tight length, and at the same time, when it stopped swinging, still they were bowling close. They never gave any extra width to the batsmen, and most of their batsmen, if you see, they love that extra width. Right from the top order, they just love to have that width, and they score quite freely. So it was important that we don't give them that width, and most important thing is, you always have plans, but how we execute the plan. So in the first 10 overs, this was definitely one of our best performance in the recent past.
MS, did it feel like playing at home with so much support from the stands? How much of a factor was the crowd in the game?
Well, I'm glad somebody asked that question, because the attendance was close to 86 or 87,000. Let's give the benefit of doubt, 20,000 to the South African fans, but to get like over 50,000 people, in Australia, I think it just adds on to, that atmosphere that gets created. It starts from the warm-up, and after the national anthem, it just multiplies. So, it's always good to play in front of good support, and the kind of support we are talking about, even when we are playing in India, there are stadiums, some of the stadiums which don't have that kind of a capacity. So even when they are full, they're close to 40,000. So today we are seeing, in Australia, close to more than 50 to 60,000 people supporting us. Definitely we'll need to give a lot of credit to them. So I think it's really heartening to, see, people coming from all over, not only India. A lot of them are from Australia, from England they have come. So overall, it feels good to play in front of big crowds.
After such a win, there can't be any criticism. But towards the end of our batting, it did appear that we could have scored more. Is it related to the fact that the other day you talked about the length at which the bowlers are bowling is difficult to clear the boundary?
Well, it is a difficult one. It's not only us. Most of the sides, if you see, it's not easy to. Especially if you have lost wicket, if you have set batsmen, they know the pace and the bounce and they can score. But if you see till the batsmen were batting, so you can say till I was batting with Jadeja, maybe till that time, we were scoring at a decent pace. So if it's difficult for the batsmen, we can't expect Ashwin and Shami to score at 8, 9 or 10 runs and over, because more often than not, the opposition won't allow us to score that freely. So till the batsmen were batting, I thought we were scoring at a decent pace. I don't know the stats, I may be wrong, but it felt good, and also what was important was Ajinkya's batting, because in the last game we promoted Raina ahead of him. But we had a chat with him. We said, back your strength, use your timing, because that's really your strength. If you look to give too much power, you lose shape and you're not able to score freely. But, you just need to use your timing. And in this game, especially, I thought he batted really well. He backed his natural instinct, his timing to a lot of extent to get the number of runs. So I was very happy with his performance. And slowly, with more games and seeing the condition, I think we'll start getting more and more runs.
Just taking off from what you mentioned about Rahane, just wanted to ask him, he's one of the quietest fellows in the team, and his development over the last 1.5 years, how pleasing has it been for you to see? I mean, how he's evolved?
No, there has been improvement, irrespective of the format, in T20, ODIs, or as a test player, he has really improved. He's definitely one of the individuals who's not very rigid. He's quite open to ideas, he's quite open to try new things. And, once he tries it out, he gives you a good response as to whether it's working or not working for him. And also he's one of the fittest guys, you see him on the field, he's very quick, and his intensity actually never drops, right from the first over till the 90th over, if you see a test match, which I feel, to me, that's what fitness is all about. It's not about how many beep tests you can do. So it's really nice to see him. He's not someone who owns a position in the sense he's not somebody who wants to field at covers. Wherever there's opportunity, he's willing to go there, whether it's boundary, covers, leg slip, anywhere. So, it becomes slightly easy. But what has been really good is, him backing his strength, which I feel is timing and, exploiting the field to a lot of extent. So it's really good to see him, get the kind of runs, and how he's getting it is very important.
Yeah, fourth question in Hindi. Gautam Bhattacharya, number one.
Yeah, he just says yes. You tell him we're supposed to do this. Yeah, yeah.
MS, it is usually seen that India performs better in ICC tournaments. But despite that, for a team that was struggling to win for the last 2.5 months, how do you explain this tremendous turnaround?
Well, we kept it. We kept it very simple. Right from the start, we knew it will be slightly tough for us, to turn it on. The reason being, we'll be here for 4.5 months. So we wanted to test or give players more opportunities in the tri-series. To some extent, there were quite a few players who were injured also. So we kept the intensity a bit low, during the tri-series. Still, we wanted to win. We pushed for the wins, but we are not able to get that. But at the same time, we knew with the World Cup right at the corner, this tournament was much more important to us, and we had to make sure, people with niggles, they don't come into the World Cup. So, any individual who had a bit of niggle, we kept him out of the 11 because we didn't really want to push that particular individual. And also, we had put in a lot of effort and time, in these 15 to 17 players. So this is the right time, they have played